Hey, what's going on, guys and girls? Cody here with some team deathmatch on Jungle. Now, this is a kind of a special video. At least it is for me. It's really nothing spectacular, but what makes it special for me is the fact that I recorded it while playing at the same time. I normally don't do that because I don't have an HD PVR or a Blackmagic or anything like that, which means that when I record, I would have to play in standard definition. Now, like most TVs, my TV just looks absolutely horrible on SD. And it just makes it really hard, makes for a really crappy game because you can't see enemies that are too far off or in dark corners. And when you can't see them, it's hard to kill them. So, normally I don't do it, but I thought I might try it out. And I actually had some pretty decent games, and this is just one of them I thought I might post up for you guys to see. For this particular gameplay, I'm going to be talking about getting into the right frame of mind for your gameplay. That means being mentally and physically prepared for the games. Yes, there is some physical preparedness that you have to have a good game, and we'll discuss that later. But right now I'm going to be talking about the mental aspect of it. That means having a winning mentality. Even when pros have a bad game, and yes, even pros have a bad game, they have losing games, it's going to happen. The more you play, the more games that you put in, the more chance you have of actually having a bad game. But even when they do have a bad game, the pros are going to have that winning mentality. They're going to go into a game telling themselves that they'll do well and that really nothing's going to stop them. Obviously, things are going to stop them, like I said, but even when they do, you've got to look at that as a learning experience. A lot of people, a lot of the amateurs make the mistake of when they have a bad game, they want to just rage quit, or they want to keep rushing back into the same spot that they died at, and they're going to keep dying, and it's just going to make it that much worse for them. It's not going to be an enjoyable game. Remember, it's just a game, and you got to learn to have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, then what's the point? You've got to tell yourself, you got to go into a game, kind of give yourself little motivational pep talks, and tell yourself that you're going to be a winning player. You're going to get you're going to get a lot of kills. You're going to be just the best objective player. Even if you don't end up being that, don't worry about it. Look at every death, every mistake that you've had or make. Look at it as a learning experience, so the next time that you go after that guy who killed you, or the next time you go to plant that bomb, you'll be able to be better prepared for it the next time. Kind of, like I said, use that as a learning experience. And if you get killed by a camper, instead of trying to go back the same route and killing them, find a different route to them. 75% of the time when you're going up against a guy, if you can't get a clear shot on him, or if he knows where you're at, find a different route. 75% of the time there is going to be an alternative route. Look at this. So I killed this guy, and this guy has no idea that I'm there. It's insane. I just killed his teammate right there. Way to look at the minimap, bro. Anyway, getting yourself psyched up as a winning player, and then what I like to do, what really helps me out to have a good game, is to tell myself that I'm not going to die. Obviously, I am going to die. It's going to happen. Like I said, the more games I play, the more chances are that I am going to have a death. I'm going to have the occasional flawless game every now and then, but more times than not, I will die at least once in a game. But if I tell myself I'm not going to die, and then I follow through with that, but it really helps in my gameplay a lot. If you get 30 kills, but you die 40 times, then all your kills were rendered useless. They did absolutely no good, really, for the team. So I tell myself I'm not going to die, and I do whatever it takes to avoid actually having any deaths. I move cautiously, I stay behind cover, and I just generally try to play smart. I try to flank around the enemy a lot. And really, like you see, I use these high kill streaks a lot. Normally, my first kill streak is at 8. And not dying is what's going to get me those kill streaks. I can get, like I said, 30 30 to 40 kills, but if I die every other time I get a kill, then I'm not going to get those kill streaks up, and those kill streaks are really what help you get those high, those high kill totals and even the high KDs sometimes. So telling yourself that you're not going to die is very helpful for me anyway.
Friendly spy plane inbound.
Now, another thing you have to consider is the physical preparation. There is some physical preparation that you have to consider. The first one being having plenty of rest. If you don't have a lot of rest, if you're tired, sleepy or whatever, obviously you're not going to be able to play at your maximum potential. You're going to be sluggish and not as alert. You won't have the same reaction time that you would if you've had a lot of a good amount of sleep or whatever. So make sure you're well rested before playing, and also make sure that you eat a good meal or whatever. I always like to eat something real good, find something nutritious to snack on. Well, not necessarily nutritious. I'm far from a nutrition kind of freak, but just something to fill your stomach up with. So when you're playing, you don't, your stomach doesn't start growling and it becomes a distraction to you. So make sure you have a good meal, plenty of rest. I also like to energy drinks. I love energy. They're probably bad for you, but I love them and I use them a lot. And it's a good way to stay alert if you want to try that, as long as you don't do it in excess. But this gameplay is actually almost over. I've got my chopper gunner here, and it actually gets the last kill of the game. But basically, to sum it all up, get yourself psyched up. Tell yourself you're going to get a lot of wins. More importantly, tell yourself you're not going to die. Follow through with that. Get that winning mentality. Be physically prepared. Get plenty of rest, and I promise you take those steps there, and it's going to go to giving you guys a winning score. That was pretty much it, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and rate the video. If you have any comments or questions, be sure and leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest from my channel, and my final score was 21-1. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.